Good morning, everyone. Nick from Global Niko here in the Halkidiki region of northern Greece, an area that's famous for its beaches and its summer fun. But it's the middle of winter, and we're not going to the beach. We are going to the side of Halkidiki that's lesser known and very different than the beach areas in the south that stick into the northern Aegean. This area is mountainous, it has thick forests, and some of the towns in this area have a very deep history. And this area includes Stagira, which is said to be the home of Aristotle, the famous philosopher from the classical period of ancient Greece, who taught Alexander the Great, and whose writings were compelling when it comes to things like physics and meteorology and even theater and music. Not as many people know where he's from, so we're gonna go and explore the area that he's from. Now, there is a town called Stagira. However, that's not the ancient Stagira that Aristotle is said to be from. So we're going to go and look for this ancient Stagira. It's an area that you can apparently visit, and of course now in the middle of winter it probably will be very quiet. There probably will not be many other tourists. Hopefully things will be open and we'll be able to go and check it out. So let's head to the mountains. It's a ticket booth, but doesn't look to be anybody inside, so I guess, but it is open, so we can just walk in. Aristotle, who enlightened many minds for thousands of years after his existence. This is not actually ancient Stagira. This is next to the modern-day town of Stagira, but because it shares the name and it is still in the area, there is a statue of Aristotle in this little park here, which also has some other little exhibits here featuring some of his discoveries. It is near this look-off point where on a clear day like today, you can see the sea and at least one of the three peninsulas of Halkidiki. So let's walk over here and take a look. There is a little cafe restaurant here which definitely looks like it's closed. It is the middle of winter, and because we're at a bit of a higher elevation here, it does get cold. As you can see, I mean, there's snow on the ground and it is freezing out here right now. It's about 0 degrees Celsius, so it's cold here. And it's a cold midwinter day. So that is actually Mount Athos, that tall mountain down there. And the land leading up to it is the third leg of Halkidiki, most of which is actually a monastic community which only monks live in and only men are allowed to visit. And you need a special permit to go there and everything. And it's a very mysterious place. It's interesting that it's near the rest of civilization here, but beyond a certain point on that peninsula there, it's a whole other world. I would love to go there and take a video one day, but that does take quite a bit of pre-planning because visiting there takes a certain amount of bureaucracy, but you can imagine filming a video there takes even more. But we'll see one day, hopefully. I will go there if I would be allowed to do a video there. you can't not do that when you see one of those. So as you're going up this road here to go find the site of ancient Stagira, it's actually near the modern day town of Olympiada. So look for road signs that point you in the direction of Olympiada, and you should come up to the ancient site of Stagira just as you're starting to get into Olympiada. Well, it's open and free admission. Doesn't seem to be anybody here in the front, but it's free admission, so I guess there's not always a need for someone to be here. But doors open, so let's go walk around and see the site of ancient Stagira. Ah, there we go. Looks like I have the place pretty much to myself, but I think if you come here in the summer, you'll definitely be sharing this space with other people. But it's still open year-round, so if you come here in the off-season on a sunny winter day like today, you'll get to enjoy it pretty much to yourself. Let's go walk inside the hometown of the great ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle, Aristoteli, as we know him in Greek. So from the top of the Acropolis here on the ancient site, you can see right next to it the little beach town of Olympiada. Obviously pretty quiet now because it's the middle of winter. But then we can pan over here to the east. You can see the rest of ancient Stagira right there, the rest of the site here that you can walk along. There's walking paths that go out to there. But here, on the part that is actually closer to the entrance, it's actually higher up and you have more of a view from here. And then, of course, then that is mainland going east, going towards East Macedonia, and then Thrace, east of there. And then there is the island of Thasso, an island that I've heard a lot of great things about. I've never been there, but I've heard a lot of great things about Thasso. So maybe one day there will be a Global Niko video from Thasso, but that's what it looks like from here. And then the rest of the Acropolis here, the high point of ancient Stagira, and where we came from, looks like this. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you can walk around here among the ruins of ancient Stagira and imagine Aristotle growing up here and imagining all of the things that happened during that period of history in ancient Greece. I will leave a link below for more information that you can read about with this ancient site. A nice easy place for you guys to see if you're visiting the area and you're interested in learning about some of the ancient history of the area. That'll be it for now, but stay tuned. There is more from northern Halkidiki coming up on Global Niko, so make sure that you have subscribed so that you don't miss out on that, and so that you don't miss out on many other places that I have coming up to show you guys right here on Global Niko. But until then, take care and travel better.